Hey, what's up guys, it's Talon. So today I was asked a question in my stream in the middle of the game, how I get my gold per minute so high. I consistently have 900 plus gold per minute on mages like Syndra and Orianna. And I'm always able to hit really good item spikes, carry a lot of games. I have 60+% win rate. I think I have a 64% win rate with like 80 games on Orianna and like a 70% win rate with like 31 games this season on Syndra. And so this video, basically, you're going to see me on my stream talking through my thought process, exactly how I get gold, exactly what I'm doing, what I'm thinking as I'm playing a game live. So this is actually me playing the game live from my stream. I stream on Twitch and YouTube basically every day, Talon WR. And so if you guys want to know how to keep that gold per minute up, how to farm really efficiently on mages especially, but this really does work for most champions in general, especially solo laners, then definitely stick around and watch this video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. How you keep your GPM up on mages? Well, first thing is you have to take the runes I'm taking every game. First Strike, Sweet Tooth, Siege Jar. Those help with GPM quite a bit. Second thing is you just have to follow very straightforward sequences. Like, when you're playing mages, the sequences are a lot just, like, you get to control what happens, whereas as a assassin, you're just reacting to the situation you're given. Like, as an assassin, if you're given a chance to roam, you roam. If you're given a chance to, you know, just like play in lane and stay safe, you're fine with it. As a mage, you create the opportunities yourself, so it's like, for example, push first 3 waves, poke during those waves, crash, mana boots, come back after mana boots, push the wave slightly, you know, harder than my opponent if they walk up, poke them, especially since I'm trying to get stacks because I'm Syndra. So you basically just follow like that initial early game sequence every time. You're typically, if you're doing that, you're going to get better gold than you would get on most of your assassins. Where's my Wukong? He's there. And then when it comes to like mid game, the main thing is just like using the fact that you can one-shot a wave to then have 20 free seconds to roam. Whereas when you're a champion like Akali, your wave goes a lot slower. Like if you just do what I just did there, E, Q, W, Q, you're gonna clear a wave super fast, and then you just get to move to the next part really quickly, like the next part of the map. So you do that as soon as a wave reaches mid lane, like a wave just reached mid lane, instantly do that. And then if I can, I would look for the next place to get gold. In this case, I'm gonna recall because I have mana boots. But as a general rule, that's what I would do. Maybe I can just talk through it during the game if you're watching. I don't know if you're gonna continue to watch, but I can talk about like where I am in the map and why if you want. But if you're, I don't know if you gotta go or not. You're watching? Okay, then yeah. I mean, I can pretty much do that. I mean, the main thing I'm looking at obviously right now is just poking for like stacks. Like anytime I'm in an easy matchup like Lissandra, like anytime that they can walk up, I'll just go for stacks, and then I'll look at this wave, and I know that this means that their wave is like right there right now. So I'm gonna walk up on it, try to get there immediately, because then this gives me a roam angle. So in this case, like I do this, I instantly clear the wave. Now there's a full wave here, and I can do whatever I want with this next 20 seconds. Obviously, I'm gonna take one plate. I can use it then ward. Then now I get a roam angle, and this roam angle creates gold for me, because I get to go top side, possibility of a kill. I can at least take wave. Like I have a lot of things I can kind of do with this time. In this case, I even just get first strike proc there, even if I don't actually kill. Then I'm getting wave gold as well, like as I come to this lane. And then now, once you roam to the wave, or to the lane, you're probably going to stick around for a second wave. This is the wave where you do the same thing, where again, I'm just pushing the wave immediately. It's like, okay, now I push the wave immediately, I have another timer, where Lissandra is stuck clearing a wave later than me, which means I get the first angle to again roam or recall or do something else. Which then means I get to come back to the lane again, and get back on the wave to do the same thing. Whereas she's now again stuck not recalling if she goes on the wave before me, or if she does recall to spend her gold, because we can see she spent a lot less gold than me, then she's just a lot weaker, so then I can just get gold from like that type of farming situation. So here now, again, plates have dropped, so I'm no longer super concerned about turret plates, but I don't really have anything better to do, and again, I assume she likely recalled, so then I can do that, and then because of that, again, I just get to stick around an additional wave. Which means that since I got to this lane first, I can go get this wave right here, and then immediately just go roam towards the mid lane, which means I got to create gold top side, and then again, I get to create gold mid side. So I'm just constantly getting to cycle around. I can obviously take fruit around the map as well, that type of thing. And so now you see like that top wave hasn't yet reached, but this mid wave is already here, which means now I get to create gold on the mid wave, and I get to be around for the turret take. And then I'm still going to be able to rotate back top side to now get that gold, because my team's going to stay around mid because they're usually their macro's not smart enough to want to rotate right away. And even if they want to rotate, I'm going to beat her to this and get more gold for free. So I'm basically just constantly creating gold within 2 different waves, because I get to push one wave, and then as that wave is pushed, I either stick around for one more wave, then go top side, or like go to whatever, you know, lane has gold, or I immediately roam, or I take a recall angle. But because of that, you see I'm at 8,200 gold. I'm 0-0-1 this game, by the way, and I'm 8,200 gold. The next closest person to me, apart from my Jace, who is like mega fed, is less than 7k. So that's pretty much why I'm able to create so much gold on the Mage. And yeah, I mean, it's almost 1k. It's like 900 something GPM. Why are you not going Ludens first? Less burst damage. And then again, all I did before I rotate here, just push that wave immediately. It's not like I'm actually losing out on anything. And then here again, I can just race my Kai'Sa of the wave because I don't actually care about like a teammate here. I get possible first strike proc if I hit that, and again, I'm just stealing a wave from my teammate. Or free gold. Is this possible for top lane? If you're playing a champion who can get easy prio, it's the same thing, yes. Like if you're playing a champion like Jace, if you're playing a champion like Riven, whoever, like any like strong champion, you can do a very similar thing. The difference is the mid wave is usually going to reach first, which means that you're going to be like a cycle behind when it comes to the waves, but you can still do a similar thing in mid game, but it's a little harder. And then again, just actually like having proper things like getting the wave before rotating. Like we have 15 seconds. I'm going to push out whatever wave needs to be pushed out rather than immediately grouping with team, whereas a lot of people oftentimes kind of skip a wave there. And then again, because I pushed top, now I would have this mid wave. My teammate gets it instead because he's there. But just all those types of things where like people are just on wrong parts of the map for no reason. Like I don't know why everyone's fighting there. In this case, I can actually just rotate though, because I'm pretty strong. I could probably do something in the fight. One HP, bro. There he is. Alright. And then even here, like I realized right after a fight, there's actually just a bot wave I can get. Like even this is the type of situation where someone's gonna immediately go towards the fight. But the reality is I can create way more gold there, and that just gets me even closer to death cap because like my jungler wasn't yet alive and most of the enemy were dead. So even just that creates an additional 200 gold for me, and potentially like even half a second quicker, it would have denied that gold under the turret for the enemy. So now either the enemy respond to that or they'll still lose that wave. And then it makes it easier to get drag as well. The fruit give me gold because of my rune called Sweet Tooth. And now we're death cap before Baron. And if you're looking for like an indicator that you're doing really well, if you hit death cap right around Baron, that means you have really, really good gold. I would say it's about 50% of the time I'm able to hit death cap around Baron, if I'm doing basically what I've kind of spoke about.
Let them try to stop me. Ally slain.
The ward there, but I don't actually need to kill it. And then the other thing to understand if you're playing a mage is you no longer need to as strictly follow this sequence I've spoke about once Baron spawns, because once Baron spawns, if you're hitting death cap or at least close to death cap, you're strong enough that now what really matters is using the fact that you're really strong to further your lead and get control over the Baron, rather than trying to like go around map the map, because then the enemy get control over Baron a lot. Like here now my goal switches from get a bunch of gold to focus on mid wave control and poke the enemy out, so I can just do things like that to them where I one-shot someone on a mid wave. And it's very easy to one-shot someone on a mid wave like that. Just because you're so fed, and then like you do something like that, you get complete control over Baron, and it often leads to Baron because of that. So now here I just am now focusing as well, if my team does Baron, on zoning their jungler. So I'm just gonna let my team kind of do that, and then I'm just gonna focus on finding Yone wherever I can, basically. As my team ideally does it. I mean, the jungle showed here, so, and their jungle doesn't even know we're on it, so. Yeah. And again, I don't like really need to go there. Another important thing, if you're doing exactly what I'm saying, you're going to create a big gold advantage and you're probably going to get a lot of turrets. And so your objective also shifts once you get all the outer turrets from getting all the outer turrets to making sure you don't lose a bunch of your outer turrets. So that's why here, like, I'm rotating quicker towards the side rather than, like, say, trying to kill that tier 2 mid right away, because it's really hard to kill tier 2 mid. But yeah, I think I'm dead. Okay, never mind. Dumb fuck. Be horrified if you saw my wave clear. You just played before you helped me. I mean, it happens. It's obviously something I've found after playing these champs a bunch. So.
Double kill. Enemy Enemy slain.
This is good though, Pablo. You gave me a YouTube video because I've been talking 24/7. It's definitely gonna be a YouTube video unless I, well, even if I lose this game, actually, I can still make a YouTube video. It doesn't matter. Take my Monopoly money. You're so helpful. Appreciate the Monopoly money, man. Thank you. But yeah, then at this point, I mean, you know, we're in a straightforward spot where now it's pretty much just we're again cycling through mid lane, pushing waves out with our team, and then looking for a one-shot angle on someone like that. So, I mean, again, it's just fucking funny how, like, I'm just saying things and they pretty much just happen. But yeah, I mean, now Baron not really going to be able to end the game, but we did get basically all their inhibs, or we did get all their inhibs. Item-wise, anti-shield's probably fine last. And yeah, now with all their inhibs, we're just playing for soul here. Obviously, we're ahead a bunch of gold, so next minute we're just hovering, seeing if we can get any pick, and then we go to Dragon to get soul. Then we get Baron once it spawns. And we pretty much end. We might actually just be able to end here, since 2 did die. Oh, only 1 died. I thought 2 would die. Yep, okay. GG. So that's how you get really high gold per minute on mages. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk, everybody. Clean game, thanks. Damn, my Emilio had 4 kills. Goat. Can you show Syndra runes? Sure.